Hi YouTubers, thank you for watching The Royal We. My name is Kevin. One of the most dangerous things about staying involved in a narcissistically abusive relationship is that over time you start to lose your ability to stand up for yourself. You start to lose your ability to make healthy and timely decisions based on your own values and your own beliefs. And so you start to get pulled around here and there, just going with the flow, doing what everybody else says they think you should do, going along with the narcissistically abusive person's plans. And so you start to end up going to places where you don't want to be. You're stuck being around the narcissistically abusive people that you don't want to be around. And it's very uncomfortable. You find yourself in this place of cognitive dissonance. This is where you're there, but your values and your beliefs are saying, why are you here? Why am I here? Get out. This is a bad situation. I shouldn't be here. It's dangerous. It's this, it's that. Yet your behavior has already committed to going in that direction. It's very uncomfortable. It's very awkward. And it doesn't matter if it's with your family. It doesn't matter if it's with your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friends. Wherever you're experiencing this narcissistic abuse, wherever you're experiencing being demeaned and devalued, your values and your beliefs are telling you this is a toxic place, don't be here, yet your behavior and your actions are taking you there, and you're standing there because you're not making decisions. You're not making healthy, timely decisions based on your values and your beliefs. You've become reactive instead of proactive. You're going along with the plans of other people instead of taking initiative and making plans. So in this video, I want to talk to you about getting your balls back so that you could start to stand up, make healthy decisions based on your beliefs and your values. In these moments where we have cognitive dissonance, where we're very uncomfortable, our body naturally wants to resolve that tension because it's very tense, it's very isolating, it's very uncomfortable, it's a very bad feeling. And a lot of times right then and there on the spot, your body's going to start to resolve it. You can slip into denial, for example. Say, well, there's no abuse going on, I'm okay. They're okay people. That's denial. There's other ways too. We're going to talk about the ways you resolve cognitive dissonance later in this video. But first I want to tell you about a story to help give you an image. This is actually something that took place last year, not that long ago, guys. It was the week before Christmas. My wife and I were planning to go and spend Christmas Eve with my in-laws, her family. Why? Because it's what we had done every year previously. And I really didn't want to go, but I didn't speak up. I didn't make any plans. I didn't make effort to change what we were doing. Instead, I was just being reactive, going along with the plans. Why? Because it's what we did every year. So right before Christmas Eve, we were doing our last minute shopping. We were in the crowded malls, and we were actually stuck in traffic after leaving the mall. I looked over at my wife and I said, "Hun, I don't even know why we're going." My wife looked at me in the car and she said, "Hun, we've been planning to go for months." And I looked back at her and I said, "Well, I didn't really plan to go. The plans were made. I'm going. And I just don't understand why we're going. Your family doesn't really want me there. They don't care if I'm there or not. And I really don't want to go." And my wife looked at me and said, "Kevin, we go every year. I've been going since I was a child." And I said, "Hun, I know, and I've been going with you, and it hasn't been that good of an experience." And our tensions were starting to rise a little bit as I was resolving my cognitive dissonance within myself, or I was trying to anyways. And my wife looked at me and she said, "Kevin, what about my feelings?" And I looked at my wife and I said, "Hun, the only reason I am going is because of your feelings. Because if it was up to me, I would not go and spend any time with these people at all." In this discussion, what I did was I justified my behavior. I justified my actions. Now, I'm wondering if you caught that. My wife said, "What about my feelings?" My response to her was, "The only reason I'm going is because of your feelings." See, what I did right there is I justified my behavior. I justified my actions that were going against my values and my beliefs. This is just one way that we resolve the tension And suddenly that tension left. It wasn't a good way that it left, but the tension inside of me left, because now I know, I was telling myself, now I know why I'm acting in a way that I don't want to. It's because I'm doing it for you. So I justified it by using my wife as the justification. There's other ways we tend to resolve that tension of cognitive dissonance. One way is just to change the behavior altogether. To change our behavior to be in line with our values and beliefs. So for example, that would have looked like me saying, "Hun, I'm not going. You go, have fun." That would be changing my behavior, making the decision, I'm not going, and then stop immediately. Then I'd get myself out of the situation. That's another way to resolve the tension. You resolve the tension then when you leave or when you decide not to go. The other way to resolve the tension is to add thoughts and values on top of the values you have. That would look like this. Well, I really don't want to go. My beliefs and my values say that I shouldn't be there. But what I'll do is I will go, and I'm going to create new values. So if they say something to me, I'm going to respond like this. If they do this to me, then I'm going to do this. If they say that, I'm going to say this. On and on and on. We can create these values on top of what we already believe to feel okay with being there. And then the last one I want to talk to you about is just complete denial. And this is a bad one. This is when your values and your beliefs say you're in a bad place, this is an unhealthy thing, don't be here. And this is where you combat that within yourself and just say, nope, you're wrong, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing going on, it's okay, I'm okay, everybody's okay, and you're just numb and you deny the fact that it's really not okay. This is what keeps people locked in abusive situations. They deny that there's any abuse taking place. The point I want to drive home to you guys is the importance of standing up for your values and your beliefs in a healthy and timely manner, in a way in which you are taking control, you're being proactive instead of reactive. A proactive stance as you go on in your life will allow you to step up, stand up, make plans for yourself, start to decide who you're going to be with, where you're going to go, when you're going to go. You take the control, you take the lead, you take the proactive position. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fantastic. This will save you from just going along with other people's plans. This will save you from just ending up showing up in places where you don't want to be. You don't have to deal with the cognitive dissonance because you know where you're going. You know why you're going there. You know what you're doing. You start to set in motion what you're going to do, where you're going to go, who you're going to be with, how long you're going to be there. Now guys, since I have started doing this in my own life, great things have happened. You know, I just took my family and moved from California to Missouri. One of the best moves I could have ever made. And no, I didn't make this move just to get away from anybody, to get away from certain people, or to get away from, narcissistically abusive people. That's not the reason I moved. I moved because I was taking proactive steps to better my life, to better my family's life. This is what being proactive looks like. And in the process of doing this, guys, guess what? All of the tension and the hurt and the pain and the frustration of dealing with narcissistic people is starting to go away. I'm no longer thinking about them because I'm focused on my life. I'm focused on being proactive in my own life. I hope this helps, guys. All right, if you have any questions, give me a call. My telephone number is right there on the screen. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos right here on The Royal Week.